when I was 12, I was a scammer on there. Because you were either a scammer or a scammy. And I genuinely didn't realise how bad that was at the time. A kids game that I've been addicted to for the last 15 years called Habbo Hotel.
What's that?
Have you not heard of it?
No.
It's quite controversial.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, is it? Oh, you're talking about the bad press that it got years ago, right?
What? Because it was a breeding ground for paedophiles?
Yeah, but when
Whoa.
Bad press.
Whoa. Jesus.
You've got an interesting spin on that.
Sorry. Whoa. This is an upbeat podcast, Jack.
It's a pixelated game.
What's pixelated?
It's a pixelated game. You're a little character. You're in a hotel. You make your own rooms.
Yeah.
And you can build whatever you want. So as a kid, this is where I first learned something about like the stock market and economies and stuff like that because
a pedo told you about it. Do you want to earn some money?
Invest in this.
Yeah.
Right, so I built a casino.
Right.
And I was like employing dealers to come and do like shift work on there. People would bet their fernie, that's furniture.
Right.
And the furniture would have real world value because you would pay actual money into it. And then you would get these coins, you'd swap them coins for whatever items you want, and then people would come into your casino and they would bet you their furniture and you'd pay them out if they won and vice versa. So there was like a big underworld to this game.
So was there, like, when you said it was real, like, was it actual money?
Actual money, yeah.
So you were making money from it?
Yeah.
So a kid in the Netherlands was arrested by the real police for thefts within Habbo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I've spoke about this, so hopefully I can't get done for it. But when I was a kid, when I was 12, I was a scammer on there because you were either a scammer or a scammy, and I genuinely didn't realise how bad that was at the time. But looking back on it now, it's somewhat funny. But it was scam or be scammed back then. It was the Wild West of Habbo Hotel.
So you had a casino.
Had a casino, yeah.
So were you making money?
Yeah.
That's so. How much money?
I can't remember, like a couple hundred a week, but
fucking hell. So it's not, it's not insignificant amount of money.
No, I remember I'd use that money to buy iPod Nanos, and I had loads of these iPod Nanos, and I'd take them to school and sell them half price what they were in the shops.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like there was some.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how, but I couldn't get the money direct from Habbo.
Right.
So I had to like put it onto some sort of like blockchainy type thing. I can't remember, it was a longer, but I remember.
Pedo coin.
Yeah.
So did you get involved in Bitcoin around this era?
Yeah.
So have you got Bitcoin from that is now doing very well?
I bought half a Bitcoin.
Right.
Yeah, and I've still got it.
When?
In 2013.
Bloody hell.
So I think it's probably worth about 50 grand now. Or
Wow.
something. Yeah, so it was good, and that was just by chance. We were filming a video, and my camera guy on the day had let me down, so I just put a tweet out: "Can anyone come and help?" This young lad turned up. Must have been about 16, lovely lad, and he had this massive watch on, and this was probably 2013. I was like, "Oh mate, that's a well nice watch." Like, and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "How'd you afford that? Like, you're 16." And he said, "Oh, I got this. I invest in this thing," and I'd never heard of it before. So I went back home, bought half a coin or whatever I have, and for about 50 quid now. So I owe that kid a bit, I reckon. Not a kid anymore.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, but lucky he went on Habbo, or I would have scammed that watch.
Yeah. So when you were scamming, what were you scamming? What does that mean?
So I basically, the way to get the coins back in the day and it was like one of the first times I'd ever heard of these pros. I think this is a common practice now, but you ring up a number and you enter your unique code. It's like buying. Do you remember when you used to buy credit on a phone? Mm-hmm. Like, and you'd ring, you put your code in, it'd be like, "This is the Habbo hotline." Put the code in, bang, and then they load on. So I would go to, there's a room in the hotel called the Welcome Lounge where all the newbies go.
Jesus.
So that's like shooting fish in a barrel here, isn't it? Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And I was so I'd go in there and was like, "Does anyone need help getting some coins?" These kids didn't know about this hotline. They'd call up the hotline and be like, "Wow, this is an actual real world thing with Habbo on the phone." And I'd give them my code. So they'd be paying a £5 and I'd be getting, I'm not proud of this, Russ.
Yeah,
This was 12-year-old me. I should have been locked up for life.
So, given that you play it now, as you say, you're still playing it,
The hunted becomes the hunter.
Yeah. What do you do now? Do you just go around like troubleshooting? Are you like the Martin Roberts of the Habbo Hotel?
Such an optimistic spin.
Yeah. But I like. Well, what are you getting out of it?
I now teach economy. No.
No. But what are you doing if you?
So basically, what they did, they shut the hotel down. About
Your hotel.
The hotel's the game, and then I have the rooms within the hotel.
Got you.
But they shut that down.
Why did they shut it down, Jack?
Because of them articles that you're looking at there, Dan.
Right. Yeah. So money laundering, paedophilia, human trafficking.
Yeah, underage gambling.
Underage gambling.
Weirdly, that was the main thing. That was the final nail in the coffin. They looked past the nonsense, but the gambling was a bit too much. That was the straw. But so they banned the gambling, and I thought, well, there's no place for me here anymore. I can't make iPod Nanos.
Yeah.
So I left, and then
Where'd you go? Premier Inn? Just like that. Just like try and redo it in real life. Get the fuck
worked.
out. Oh, sorry. Just go into a punch up with Lenny Henry. So what? So go on.
So last year,
Yeah.
a coder, a sort of geeky brain person, had found these logs from 2008 and brought the game back as it was in its true state in 2010 or 8 or whenever it was.
Yeah.
So Habbo bought these off him. The actual company needed to rebuy them off him and relaunch the game as it was back then, with the caveat that you need to be 18 to sign up now.
Right.
So you have to agree to terms and conditions. That therefore they're allowed to have gambling on there.
So it's still the same thing.
It's exactly the same game from back then. So now I just re-downloaded it, and now it's kind of just playing on the nostalgia of it, going back and walking through the hotel. But the thing is, you get cool kids on there. You get the cool group, and you have to try and get in that cool group.
Right. So how many people play this?
Back in the day, 10,000 at a time. Now about 280 of us.
Oh, so it's still a. Have you ever played it?
I'm aware of it. No, I did my fishing elsewhere.
Right. Old school. Ice cream van. I got respect that.
Because you're an avatar, they don't know that you're like an old con walking around the place.
No, they don't.
I remember these.
Well, it's a bit like
yeah.
it's a bit like Stephen Merchant goes onto online chess, doesn't he? But it doesn't say that it's Stephen Merchant,
Right.
and just says that the underworld of online chess is insane. And
Really?
there's so much kind of like abuse being slung. Yeah, but he loves kind of like a bit like you, just kind of just playing that game and seeing how everyone behaves.
What, so on the chess one, they're characters within their own right, are they?
So I guess you just got an avatar, and you kind of, but again, you can talk to each other, you can sort of slam each other.
Wow.
But he, I'll be honest, this says a lot about me that I kind of like the idea of this Habbo Hotel.
Yeah.
It sounds fun. So
Yeah.
do you make money from it now?
I've put a lot of money in, Russ.
Yeah.
Not taking anything out yet.
Okay.
So my partner's like, when are you going to start? When's the money coming back out? And I
Right.
keep promising her that day will happen. But
Right.
the value's going down based on the fact there's only
Are you
200.
building another casino?
I'm a dealer within casinos now. I've stepped back a little bit. I don't want to run the underworld, but
Yeah.
I'll dip my toe in the underworld.
And how long does it take? How much of your time is it taking up?
Too much. Back in the day, the item that was closest to the value of £1 was called a HC sofa. So everything would be valued in HC sofas. This table's worth 7 HC sofas, etc. Now, this time round, the dino egg is closest to £1.
Right.
So I'm stockpiling a lot of dino eggs right now. They're my pounds, and if I ever want anything, I'll pay you off in dino eggs.
How many you got?
About 250 of them. I got a throne on there. That's worth 150 quid on its own. Yeah,
Mate.
yeah.
Your
But it-
Pokemon strip club's going to look so good.
Very. What a lovely image. What a lovely. And it's just people just going up to the strippers going.
But the other day I've gone in a room and someone's gone, "What Pokemon did you get?" And this other, I'm just in the doorway listening, looking through the blinds, like that, my little character. And this person's gone, "Oh, I've got like I don't know, like a cool one, like a Mewtwo level 80." And I'm there and I'm thinking, fuck of that, because I like Pokemon as well. And I'm like, if they brought Pokemon into Habbo Hotel, this is going to be the biggest crossover ever. And then this other one's like, "What one did you get?" And the kid goes, "A level 12 Weedle, I'm gutted." So I've walked in the room at this point and interrupted. It was, "Guys, what do you mean there's Pokemon in the hotel?" And they're like, "Oh no, we're just role playing." I was like, "Oh, well, why'd you get a shit one? Get anyone, get the best one."
What? And then you're like, what are you role playing for? And you just hear this old bloke in the corner. There's different ways of affording furniture.
Or a remorse back.
Yeah, wowzers. What a lovely, seedy,
Yeah.
fascinating journey.
Yeah.
Habbo Hotel.